So why we decided to partner with BigID is mainly because BigID complements various AWS services and it enhances the overall capability of AWS with the BigID's capabilities, and that's really good for customers. And our customers are looking for this kind of capabilities where they can discover the data, they can identify the various sensitive information and put controls on top of this data. And hence BigID is one of the critical component in the overall customer success.
What I've seen is with multiple customers, multiple financial services customers, BigID plays an important role. So I've come from the customer viewpoint where they've had actually BigID and they're using BigID before moving those data assets onto AWS. So I've heard a lot of the BigID stories from customers.
In terms of like working with BigID, so we get a lot of feedback from customers saying, okay, they want to integrate with some kind of services or they have seen a certain use case or certain kind of pattern. Then we work very closely with BigID to enhance BigID platform and to meet customers' requirements. So it's been very interesting, very productive for business.
I think where customers actually see is the combined value that say this platform can bring in, right? There are certain capabilities that BigID has that complement with AWS, and there are certain AWS capabilities that kind of complement with BigID. So customers are looking for like, hey, I don't want to be in a case where I'm kind of constrained. So they're looking for like, hey, are there integrations in place? So that way my transition or my usage is much more straightforward. So I'm not going through these additional overheads in terms of like trying to integrate these different services. So having that collaboration and that partnership actually reduces that barrier for customers' adoption.
And just to give more example to what Balaji said, right? So once you have discovered the data, and then the next step is how do you control the access to the data? And that's where AWS and BigID can work together. It's where BigID can discover the data, where the sensitive information is, and then AWS services can help you to control the access to the data.